Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect. That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
Well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is. And the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. Young man, you're going to figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're going to figure that out real soon. I said you can go.
All right, everyone. Today we have Judge Simpson going head-to-head with a particularly stubborn and clueless sovereign citizen, and this individual pulls out every single tactic from the sovereign citizen playbook, yet absolutely none of it works in his favor, as he desperately scrambles for any excuse to escape the situation. But Judge Simpson is having none of it, and the confrontation escalates to a very intense level. While you are watching, I want to ask, do you think this guy is genuinely dealing with some mental instability, or is he simply putting on an elaborate act to try and manipulate the system? Let's go ahead and dive right in to see how this whole encounter between the sovereign citizen and Judge Simpson first got started.
I am Tariq Maritime Day, the executor of the Tariq Maritime Living Trust and the registered owner of the Tariq Maritime Day Ex Relatione Kingdom Wilson Estate.
Right. So you are appearing here without an attorney. I do have to advise you that you are charged with the offense of fleeing and eluding in the third degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and or a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Additionally, the Secretary of State could suspend your driving privileges for up to a year. Do you understand that, sir?
I comprehend.
Do you understand?
I comprehend, yes.
The court has to further advise you that if you wish to be represented by counsel, the court would ensure that counsel would be appointed to represent you in this matter, and that you would have counsel if you could not afford to hire counsel yourself. I also wish to advise you that the court would be treating you the same as it would the people in this case. There are certain dangers to representing yourself in this matter, in that you will be required to abide by the Michigan court rules, the Michigan rules of evidence, and all of the cases and statutory requirements. You understand that?
I do not.
You do not. What is it about that you do not understand?
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
Sir, I'm not asking anything about your religion. It is irrelevant to me. I am indicating that in this proceeding, you will be required to abide by the rules of this court. Do you understand that?
I'm having a hard time understanding why or how religion doesn't play a role. How religion does not play a role.
Religion does not play a role in what I do or what this court does. There are certain rules of this court established by the legislature and the Michigan Supreme Court regarding how these particular proceedings will be conducted. These proceedings will be conducted in accord with those rules. Do you understand that, sir?
Well, according to the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as the international or the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the state and the government should.
Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect.
This is precisely why I have so much admiration for Judge Simpson. He is a straight-talking, no-nonsense jurist who absolutely refuses to tolerate any of these sovereign citizen antics, and honestly, we need far more judges like him, because I swear half the judges I feature on my channel are far too lenient with these individuals, allowing them to ramble on without consequence. These sovereign citizens genuinely believe they can verbally maneuver their way out of any legal predicament, but you can clearly see this particular guy does not even comprehend what he is saying. He is simply reciting some rehearsed script in his head, desperately clutching at straws in an attempt to get his case thrown out. And it is truly astonishing the lengths these people will go to dodge accountability, as if they have never encountered the concept of actual law in their lives. I partially blame the education system for not teaching practical civics, but the reality is that the U.S. legal system operates on facts and established statutes, not on the baseless rhetoric these individuals spout about sovereign immunity or freedom from authority. I realize these folks are mostly harmless in the grand scheme, but I wonder, should we begin taking sovereign citizens more seriously in today's world, or should we just continue letting them entertain us as a sort of circus act? Let me know your thoughts on this.
Oh, I am an indigenous person.
No,
So I do have
sir, what you're about to state is incorrect.
well,
If you were on indigenous lands, if that's where you're going, then maybe you might be right. As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. We are not on indigenous lands subject to indigenous or tribal rules.
Is there
You
a
are
law?
subject to the rules of the Michigan Supreme Court as they are promulgated, both in terms of procedure and evidence. Do you understand that that's what's happening, sir?
I do not.
What is it that you do not understand?
I don't understand.
Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you are unable to establish or understand what I'm saying, and go through this with you again, I have to assume that there may be some reason why you don't understand. This court will take precautions to protect your rights, and I will be sending you for a competency evaluation to make sure that you are competent to stand trial and to stand in these proceedings.
Well, I would agree to a competency if the prosecution as well as the court and the officers agree to take a competency.
That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
I'm not making.
Defendant is ordered for a forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for July 25th, 2024. At what time? At 9 a.m. Now, sir, I'm going to ask you this
Yes, sir.
because it's going to depend on where you may be staying for a period of time. If they send you information as to when you have your forensic interview,
Yes, sir.
are you going to cooperate and attend that interview?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
Pardon?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
No. It's not how it works.
I can practically feel Judge Simpson on the verge of an eruption right now, because I have witnessed him lose his temper before, and trust me, he is dangerously close to slapping this fool with a contempt charge. You can see it plainly in his eyes, the way he is struggling to maintain his composure, but this guy just keeps relentlessly provoking him. Seriously, this individual must have had paint for lunch, because I am losing brain cells just listening to him ramble, as he is clearly completely out of his element. And you can tell the judge is simply biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to drop the hammer on him. This guy seriously needs to watch his mouth, because if he keeps pushing, Judge Simpson is going to throw him in jail without a second thought. So let's jump back into the footage and see whether he decides to keep testing his luck.
I'm asking you, are you voluntarily going to cooperate?
I say yes.
Pardon?
I mean, under it, yeah. I mean, is this what are, excuse me, what are you relaying to in regard? What are you insinuating in regards to where I will stay for a time?
I'm going to make sure that we are going to have our forensic interview done. I've ordered a forensic interview. I am asking you whether or not, when given notice of that interview, whether or not you are going to voluntarily cooperate in that interview.
I will take the interview.
Excuse me?
I will take the interview.
Anything from the people?
Would the court ask the people to prepare the order for the competition?
Yes, please prepare the order for this. Is that your address, sir?
Excuse me? That's correct.
All right. All right, very good.
And so I will send a copy to that address.
Very good. All right. This time then bond is continued.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, can I get that date again, please, sir? If I can put it in my calendar.
July 25th. You were supposed to, so I'm assuming you're waiving it. You were supposed to file your motion with.
I
the
did.
court.
I filed it.
When did you file it?
I brought it in today.
Do we have it?
I gave it, I mean, it was stamped and everything. I gave it to the reception.
Why didn't you file it before today?
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what you
we,
stated at the last hearing.
well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day. Young man, you're gonna
That's it.
figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you know, do not say anything because you're gonna figure that out real soon. Do they have it?
I have not received a response yet.
Since I'm sending in for competency, I can't hear that. I can't hear his motion in any event. So I won't hear his motion at this time. He'll have to refile it timely if he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond continue. He can go. What?
I didn't get the last part that you said. The bond continued and what?
I said you can go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I posted the second half of this video a while back, so be sure to check that out if you want to see the follow-up to this idiot's hearing. But for real, if Judge Simpson gave me that death stare after all those dumb questions I just asked, I would definitely be trembling in my boots. And if I were this guy, my whole approach would be completely rethought before I ever stepped foot in court again. These sovereign citizens, though, they have a serious ego problem because I feel like deep down they know they are wrong, but they will just never admit it. And while there are certainly some who genuinely buy into this nonsense and believe they are right, for others like the guy we just watched, I think it is their pride that prevents them from backing down, even when it is crystal clear they are completely out of line. And it is honestly wild how far they will go to avoid being held accountable. Speaking of accountability, let's talk about Judge Simpson for a moment. This man is doing exactly what the law is supposed to do, keeping people in check, and honestly, I wish all judges would act like him, because too many of them are way too soft, especially on these sovereign citizens, and we need more judges like Simpson who are willing to drop the hammer rather than let these people get away with nonsense. Just imagine if we could send all of them to some isolated island or a facility where they cannot annoy the court system anymore. The world would definitely be a better place. I am telling you, but it all starts with the judges stepping up their game. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this whole court hearing. It was pretty entertaining, and this guy's argument was just the usual recycled nonsense. Nothing really new at this point, since we have pretty much seen it all, but it is still ridiculous how these complete idiots clog up the system. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe because I post every single day, so stay tuned for that, and I really appreciate everyone watching. Thank you guys. Take care.